Hello, it is me, Katie, the curly-haired mermaid, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. As you can probably tell, I just got back from the beach. Today I am going to style my hair with some products I got like a week ago. I think it was a week ago. Anyway, I've done a lot of shopping lately. So, if you follow me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, also Curly Haired Mermaid, you saw about a week ago, I shared a picture of some really great hair that I had using some Ouidad products. So, that day I used the Advanced Climate Control Featherlight Styling Cream and the Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. Today I'm going to use the cream, and then I am going to use the stronger hold version of the gel. I didn't get a chance to really see how the original version of the gel held up with refreshes because I made the mistake of putting my hair in a low ponytail overnight and it just tangled and there was not going to be any refreshing. It was not salvageable, so who knows, but this time I want to see how the stronger hold does, and I will hopefully be able to do some refreshes this weekend to see how well it holds up over the course of a few days. But you know me, I might end up at the beach, so it might just get washed out. So there's that. Anyways, we will see how it does getting my hair from this to something really good. It's not that bad right now, the salt water. A lot of people say that salt water makes their curls look really good. I did let my hair down a little bit at the beach. It's mostly, I'd say it's like 2/3 dry. And then I put it back up in the bun. My trusty bun that it is always in when I'm at the beach. It's not too tangled. I can feel the salt in it, but it doesn't feel like super dry. So most likely today will just be my usual shampoo and conditioner. But as always, after I shampoo, I will do my strand test to see if it's dry or if it needs more protein or etc. etc. And then I will come and I will style. And in addition to the Ouidad products, I'm also using my usual leave-in, which is Paul Mitchell, and I'm not sure which oil I'm going to use, but I almost always use an oil, and I'll pick one of those. I will show those when I style my hair later. Okay, so time to hop in the shower and make this beautiful. And I'm back. So I have washed my hair. As I expected, it was in good shape, pretty balanced, so I just used my normal So Silver shampoo from Matrix and the Biolage Sugar Shine conditioner. And that's all I did with my hair in the shower. And I dried it off a little bit on my microfiber towel. And now it's just time to detangle it again and then style it. So I'm going to first start with the Paul Mitchell Full Circle Leave-In Treatment. This is my favorite leave-in. I have decided I'm going to use it almost every time because I like it so much. So I just bought another bottle. And yeah, I've got my trusty spray bottle because it's wet at the ends, but at the scalp it's feeling a little bit like it's dried out a little bit. So we'll add some more water back in. Still need just a little bit more in the middle. Okay. Because it's easier to take out extra water. I have found that if my hair is having a hard time detangling, If I add some more water, that tends to help it out. I don't anticipate any problems with it detangling today because it was in good shape. It wasn't too tangled in the shower, so it shouldn't be too tangled after the shower. So I'm going to use 2 pumps per side. Make sure it gets on the ends. And I like to just squeeze it to distribute it in a little bit before I detangle it. And then wipe my hands on my towel. A little bit tangled, but not bad. There's always going to be people who are going to yell at me for brushing from the top first. But it is what it is with such long hair. As you can see, I got a little more color than I anticipated at the beach. I did put on my sunscreen, but I guess I should have reapplied it a little bit earlier. Lately our beach days have been cloudy, and I've been able to get away with lower SPF. Today I went back to SPF 30 and it still just apparently wasn't quite enough, but it's not a burn. It'll probably be faded come morning. Man, my hair is long. I love that it's long, but it still shocks me how long it is. So much hair. So much. Okay, I also like to use, which I guess I could put it in before I detangled because it helps, but the Exquisite Oil from Matrix, the Minoy Oil Blend. I only need a couple of squirts for my whole head. It's really good for, frizz. Helps to minimize that. This is one of my go-to oils that I use to when I am refreshing my hair, or just in between wash days to just smooth down some frizz. Probably why my bottle is so low. Because I need to find another bottle of it. So I pretty much always use, 75% of the time, use the Full Circle leave-in. And one of the oils, I've got the Exquisite Oil, I have Kevin Murphy, I've got some, I think they're Fructis ones. I have a variety, some Moroccan oil. It really just depends kind of like on the weather, because some have glycerin in them and some don't, and kind of just how I'm feeling, which scent I want that day, whatever's easiest to grab, it all depends. Okay, so next I am going to go in with the Advanced Climate Control Featherlight Styling Cream. It is a nice thin cream, which I have fine hair, so lightweight products are good for me. And I don't need a ton of products, so I will just use this much for each side. And this one I'm going to end up brushing in. Brush like everything in until my gel. Because who doesn't love to brush their hair? Unless it's dry, we can't, right? More hand cleaning. This towel gets a lot of use. It just keeps the handle of the brush from getting too slippery because it is just plastic, so it doesn't really have much grip to it. And then the Denman brush that I'm going to go in with next is kind of the same, plastic handle, not much grip to it, so if it gets slippery, it's harder to hold on to the brush. So I like to make sure that all of the tangles are worked out with my tangle teaser before I go in with the Denman, because the Denman does not work as well if there's any tangles in the hair. It's not as good of a detangler as the tangle teaser. It's great for styling, but detangling, it's not necessarily the best. Oh, I can brush my hair. I can brush my hair. I just really love every time I can get a brush all the way through my hair without it stopping. Okay, so I have brushed in the curl cream, and now I'm going to use the Denman brush to get my hair to clump before I put the gel in. The gel is going to be my final product, and then I will dry it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Denman brush. There's always a few more tangles when I start pulling my hair in a different direction. Just brushing down, now I'm brushing out, and now my hair's like, no, I wasn't next to this hair before. I'm gonna hug you. Anyway. For some reason, I always pull all of my hair to the front when I do my first section of my Denman, and then I flip the un-Denmaned part to the back for the rest of the sections. I don't know why. You may notice that my hair doesn't like shrink back up with a curl when I shake it like it does with some people who use the Denman brush. My hair is just like super long, I think is part of it, but it dries pretty. Okay, this part's gonna have to be in 2 sections. That was a close one. I almost had a tangle. It tangles, it pulls, and it pulls one of the sections apart, one of the clumps. And that is not something that I want. I want the clumps to stay together, right? If they come apart, that's frizz. I'm not here for frizz. I mean, I'll always get some frizz, but I like to minimize it. This is going to need the tangle teaser. This section, for some reason. See, with the tangle teaser, it doesn't even think it's tangled. With the Denman, it's like, nah. Okay. See, scrunching it up helps it start curling up. Hello, pretty girls. How are you today? whenever I run into a tangle, I always just immediately take it out and get rid of the tangle. Go! This is probably the longest part of the whole process. But it's worth it. I like that it gives me better clumps than if I just let it clump on its own. Almost there. Couple more sections. Smaller sections are easier to do. Bigger sections, they start to get stuck in the brush a little. Last section. Want it to tangle together. It's that same part of my hair that was next to that one last time. Okay, better. And there's my curls. Hello, curls. Hello, curls. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Stronger Hold Advanced Climate Control Gel, Heat and Humidity Gel. Okay, so I have a little bit more than a quarter size in there, and I am going to put it on with praying hands, and then scrunch. I can really see my curls forming, and it's making me happy. I think I'm using a little bit more gel than when I used the other gel before. Didn't get much of a cast that time. I always start light with products and then build from there depending on my results. Okay. I've got some beautiful curls. Hooray. Okay, so what I have started to do lately, I used to plop in my microfiber towel. Before that I plopped in a t-shirt. Lately, instead of plopping, I have been instead just scrunching with the towel to get some of the excess water out, but not to dry it out too much too fast because this is a very efficient towel. Just enough so it's not dripping. Okay, so I am going to let it air dry for a little bit, but also, you may have seen if you follow me on Facebook, I got a hairdryer with a diffuser now. So, I will diffuse my hair once it's a little bit dry, and then I will come back and show you the final results, which I can already tell it's going to be great. So far, I'm really not seeing much wet frizz, which is great. My clumps are looking pretty good. I always have a little bit of halo frizz just because I've got, like, you know, hairs that are starting to grow in because that's just how hair is. But yeah, so far so good. And I will come back once my hair is dry. my hair is now dry. I air dried a little bit and I diffused it to like probably 85% dry and then let it air dry the rest of the way. I have not scrunched it at all. There's a tiny bit of a cast, but not like a very hard one. So I'm going to scrunch it just a little bit just to get that little bit out. I don't really usually use like oils to scrunch it unless it's like the next day. So like if I put the gel in and let it stay in its cast overnight, I might scrunch it in the morning with a little bit of oil just to get rid of the frizzies from sleeping on it. Yeah, there's really not much as far as a cast. And I have this one part that wanted to get stuck in my glasses, so it's a little bit of a mess because it came apart, but that's okay. The rest of it looks pretty darn good. I am super happy with it anyway. So yeah, I knew it would turn out gorgeous, and it did. So yeah, that is how my hair looks now. We will see how it turns out in a few days. So I'm not going to add any of the refreshes to this video because I want to get it up as soon as possible since it's been so long since I've been able to make a video. We moved into a new house, things have been crazy, and I just want to get this video up. If you want to see how my hair holds up across multiple days, I will post that on my Facebook page. So I will post a link to the Facebook page in the description down below, and you can check it out there and see how it holds up across multiple days. So yeah, I am going to call this a success. I think it looks amazing. I love these curls, I love my hair, I love these products, and no, it's not sponsored. I just kind of bought more products that I didn't need on a whim. But I really love them, so I'm really happy that I got them. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments, let me know what you want to see me do next. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and go ahead and go to my Facebook page, follow me there, catch some pictures in between. Some of them are some win pictures and some of them are some in-between pictures. So, sitting there with my hair looking all crazy. You never know what you're going to get on my Facebook page. So that's probably why you should follow it. Anyways, that is it for today, and I will see you back here soon. Bye.